So you may have noticed at this point, this application is getting quite long. It's now a total of 62 lines and it doesn't fit on one screen anymore, and it's getting a little bit confusing. Vue provides a great tool to solve this problem, and that's called a component, which lets you break your logic into small single parts which you can easily reuse, and it makes everything a little bit easier to understand. What we're going to do is create our first component, and you're going to see how everything works. We've actually already created a component and you didn't know it. This create app function here takes a component as the first argument, so what you're seeing here is a typical Vue.js component. A component is basically an object that's made up with different options such as template, computed, and data. So what we're going to do is make one very simple component and see how that works. So this one is going to be an object. We're just going to call it hello. You can call it whatever you like. And I'm just going to have a template in here. And all this component is going to do is let us greet our users very easily. So we're going to jump in here and give it a template. Let's just say h3, hello from component. And now if we want to do any kind of greeting in our application, we can just drop a hello wherever we like, and it's going to work as you would expect. The next thing we need to do is go into our template and use this new component. And we're just going to use that by typing in hello. You can use uppercase or lowercase. I like to put everything in lowercase since that's commonly how you do things in HTML. And if we save this off and head over to our application in the browser, you might expect this to work, and it turns out this is not actually going to work. The reason for this is, although we have this hello component declared up here, Vue doesn't know exactly what it needs to do. And there's a few reasons why this is not going to work as it is right now. It is possible you have multiple hello components in your application, and in that particular case, Vue wouldn't know which one to use. So what you need to do is provide a list of the components you're going to be using in your template. And the way you do that is by using the components option. It's going to be an object, and all you need to do is pass in your component here. So I'm just going to pass in my hello component. If we save this one off now, we're going to see it's now working, and I'm easily able to greet my user. This is quite convenient. We've actually created a reusable abstraction, and we can use this anywhere we'd like to greet our user. Of course, we're probably not going to use this in our application, but you can see how easy it is to recycle logic. What we are going to do in the next video is see how we can make a more complex component and how we can communicate from component to parent and to child and vice versa. But for now, what we have emphasized is that a Vue component is really just an object of options which contains any options you can use and you've seen so far, such as template, computed, data, and methods. And we're going to see a few more options you're going to use with components in the next video.